Salutations, dear viewers. You're on with Nexon of the Vast Nexus, and welcome back to another Fortnite video. At least I'm playing as Oppressor. That makes me feel a little bit better. Oh yes, there's 5 kills. This is 5. No, 6 kills this match. Wow. Somebody might want to take the temperature in hell. Probably gonna need a sweater down there. Once again, this is Chapter 2, Season 2, so this is last season. And it's a win that was so long ago that I couldn't really tell you about what was going through my head. I do like that glider, though. And that was a Battle Pass glider, which isn't bad. I mean, Fortnite cosmetics are overpriced to begin with, and I'm sure somebody would debate the whole economic model of it, but I don't care. Can you tell I'm getting a little frustrated that I have to even do these videos, because Fortnite does not... I'm finding it difficult to articulate what I mean, the experience I have. All I know is that this is probably the sweatiest I've ever been in Fortnite, and even that's pathetic. So, they dropped their shotgun, so I'm forced to deal with the minion guys with remote charges. So yeah, my first kill was with a pickaxe. I think I was here for a reason again, but I don't remember what. I mean, I focus on challenges a lot because it's a major boost to your XP, and if you want to get the most out of the Battle Pass, you really have to focus on those challenges. So yeah, it's just me on the boat now for a while. I mean, the thing is, I made a lot of kills, but to some extent, that was largely influenced by happenstance, because this is me... Oh, there is another player up there. Is there? I didn't run into them. Kill feed goes several minutes before I off somebody else. But yes, the circumstances were ideal for my playstyle, and if you've been watching these Fortnite videos so far, you'll know exactly the playstyle I am referring to. Exactly. I miss Vintage Yacht. And the grotto. I really miss the grotto. Now it's just flooded. Oh, yep, there's a player. Dipping out in the helicopter. Which was a little inconvenient. Maybe they had a challenge that involved it. Could be. I remember at the start of Chapter 2, Season 2, where your back bling did not disappear when you chose to put on a disguise. Which was kind of a problem, because it betrays the whole disguise. So, I think I put the wall there because I was going to take out this guy because I wanted his suppressed sniper, and I didn't want that auto turret clipping me on my way back in. Now, why do I like the suppressed sniper? Well, granted, even at its legendary level, you're only going to get 100 points of damage, which means you could kill an unshielded opponent in a single body hit, but anything other than that, you'd need... you need a headshot, but it's a sniper rifle that doesn't loudly announce your position to everyone in the vicinity. It's hard to argue with that. So I spent a while, apparently, in the yacht here. Where is... I almost said Kit, but it's Meowscles now. I'm getting Meowscles confused with Kit, and Kit confused with Meowscles. This isn't good. Now I remember where Meowscles was. And we can just watch that storm come in. At this time of recording, the Chapter 2 Season 3 Week 9 challenges? Or Week 8? One of them is going to be coming out soon. I'm hoping that a whole minigun guy. I'm hoping that will be giving me the boost I need to get up to level 100, because I think at time of recording I'm 85 or so. I mean, there should be another week, based on the amount of challenges needed to get the Golden Knight. A skin I'm probably not going to use because, again, really? Bling? Great, so last video I complained about the mechanics of Battle Royale. This time I'm probably going to complain about Chapter 2 Season 2, which... First of all, you can't say that why did they choose it thematically, because Fortnite themes usually don't make any sense to begin with. I mean, the summer theme made sense because it was a whole summer bash and all that. But why spies? I mean, Chapter 2 Season 1 kind of had a theme for water on the grounds of you can swim now in this boat. But it wasn't something that was emphasized for the season. Like, you had one skin that was set up as like a trawler guy, and then of course Ripley, but everything else was just sort of like cool. And I liked the Chapter 2 Season 1 skins. Chapter 2 Season 2 was just... From a technical standpoint, they did well. You had gliders that you could surf in now, instead of hanging underneath them. You had back bling that actually held your harvesting tools that could be pulled out. You had a lot of built-in emotes and a cel-shaded character. But while they hit certain technical marks, the look and feel of it all was just kind of meh. It really did not have a lot of appeal to me. And here's the other thing. Chapter 2 Season 1, there were no exclusive or rare loot locations. If you could land on an outlying location if you couldn't handle a hot drop, and still get the same sort of loot as somebody who landed in the middle of the city. Now, I suspect the reason for the change, the shift over to having exclusive high-tier loot in highly contested locations, was to create more of a reward for going to those locations and to incentivize people to go for them. Because, again, a person going to one of those high-risk, high-reward locations is more than likely to die, and they're not going to get, in Chapter 2 Season 1, anything special for their effort. Here, there's a reward. Not that it matters, because you can still get killed, and all the effort you spent getting the high-end weapon goes goodbye. There's my second elim. Just a casual sniper thing. He didn't build, he wasn't moving. Probably a bot. I'm quite literally using the supply drop as cover. Sure, I could have turtle boxed, but if your opponent doesn't know where you are, you don't need to worry about defense, because they're not going to try to attack something they don't know if it's there. So yeah, I set that up basically for a quick getaway. Because yeah, now pink arrow, salmon arrow, knows that somebody's over there because somebody just got the supply drop, and of course somebody also eliminated the person that they were fighting with. Now I'm going to have to cover things a little ahead of the timeline in this video because I don't have a lot of post-video to give my outro. And consider this ahead of time. If I fail to give my outro, it's not because I'm neglecting my viewership, it's just because I have a limited amount of time to do a lot of things, and I don't feel like having to cut in extra footage, or... To some extent, I'm trying to make it abundantly and also subtly clear to all of you that I don't like doing Fortnite vids at all. I don't know why so many of you watch these immediately, and yet nobody watches anything else that I've done. For the record, I've done more historically relevant, newer... I mean, the body of work I've put together is not fantastic. I've been doing this for less than a year, but still, why do you come here? Why Fortnite? Who even cares? I mean, a lot of people watch Let's Plays to live vicariously, to see gameplays for games that they're not going to get, or that they can't even get. It's Fortnite. I would assume most of the viewership that watches this plays it, probably. What are you here for? Must be my colorful commentary, I guess. But again, I've also noticed my viewership has a fondness for seeing me rage. This is also something you can see anywhere on YouTube. People rage all the time. People overact and over-emote. I try to keep things calm, cool, and collected to differentiate myself from that vast herd of people shouting at their computer monitors and punching them into oblivion. And yet people want to see me rage. You know what, I'm going to conclude that rant by just saying that what is the world coming to? Beyond, of course, potential human extinction, of course. Let's not forget that. So, 2 kills. This whole cluster at the end, at least 3 of them, is almost exclusively courtesy of a good, old-fashioned bush camp. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, and I probably got a lot of hate for the other times I bush camped, but you know what? I'll say what I said the first time I brought this up. Hate is gonna hate. Sure, they could take bushes out of the game. I'll just camp behind a rock or behind a tree. It's less effective, but I'll still be popping some guy, and next thing you know, they'll want rocks and trees out too. Oh, really? Where are you gonna get your materials? A building? Oh, well then I'll just camp in a room in there. Look, you can't have it both ways. People are gonna camp. People will find a way to maximize their ability to see you while minimizing your ability to see them. It's just the way it works in a shooter game. And make no mistake, despite all the building, Fortnite is still a shooting game. So, I'm packing a legendary suppressed sniper, which is good. I'm packing either an epic or a legendary scar, suppressed, which of course leads to a damage reduction. I have Meowscles' Piao Piao rifle, though, which is pretty sweet. I don't remember the rest of my arsenal. Now, I don't normally run Oppressor in Battle Royale, especially in solos, because I play stealth. This should be known. I've gone off about this at length, ad nauseum, at this point. And Oppressor glows. And it's not even just a static light source, it's an oscillatory glow, which means that this skin announces my presence for all intents and purposes. It is impossible not to see it on the horizon. And the dark color scheme, especially in daytime environments like this, sticks out even more. Now, does the bush conceal me? Sure. But under all other circumstances, if you're glancing remotely in my direction, you're going to see this running across your screen. It's just unavoidable. Ah, yes, the final zone, where most of my kills will be made using the tactic to which I am most familiar and most well known. Bush camping with a sniper rifle. But yes, allow me this opportunity to promote the fact that I've done Let's Plays of all but one of the 2D Metroid titles. Apart from Samus Returns. Different story. I've done Let's Plays of Resident Evil 3 Remake, which is fairly new. I've done Doom. I have done Syndicate, which is coming out recently at this time of recording. A week it takes to get 3 views on most of my videos. I put out one Fortnite video, and I got 7 views inside of 24 hours. For real? For real. And so here I am, doing what everybody tells me to do. Give the people what they want to see. You want to see this? For real! I'm in a bush! I'm in a bush! Oh, wow. Just... I literally can't. I can't fathom. My brain can't construct a reality in which this is the content that attracts the most viewers for me. Flub that shot. Good thing it's a suppressed sniper rifle. Well, got another kill coming up. Is he gonna peek? It's been a while since I've seen or... Oh. Patience is a key here. He edits a hole in that floor ceiling, which ultimately was a bad idea, because there's only one place on it he can pop up, and... See? I knew there I wasn't going to get him. But he went to the exact same place to take the exact same shot. And that's what killed him. Don't be predictable. Predictability is the enemy. Sure, there is only one optimum efficient path from A to B, but if your opponent knows that path too, they can outmaneuver you. It's the same sort of basic meta, anti-meta strategy. If you're very efficient, you improve your chances, but if you're very predictable, you cause just as much damage as you might offset by being efficient. Sometimes it helps to get a little wacky, make things a little random. I mean, I'm not exactly making my point here doing what I always do whenever the opportunity is presented, hide in a bush. Where do they get all these mats? I gather mats for like 5 minutes solid. I do not have the ability to tower, pad, re-tower, re-pad, tower again. I'd be cleaned out. Oh, but of course, they're making more elims. And the people they elim drop mats, which they collect, so other people are actually doing their work for them. Sure. Fine. Not sure how much good it does them when they build 6 blocks high and get knocked down by me because I just rifle the foundations out from under them. But yeah, this gets kind of... I'm going to stay this now because towards the end I'm going to have to get... And there's another one gone. So I'm going to state this now because I'm not going to have time at the end if I want to do my outro. You're going to see some builds, mine specifically, that those who are skilled at the art, they're gonna cry, they're gonna weep, they're gonna wince because my builds suck. Which is why I'm in a bush with a sniper rifle. Because the strategy I can do. The shooting I can really do. The building, no. I'm not good at it. I don't want to do it from the start. Because it's great when you take one shot at a guy and a 3-story high 1x1 goes up in about 4 seconds. I mean, Dr. Disrespect, who I don't watch a great deal of, but I do find his over-the-top presentation, especially with those sunglasses, hilarious. He made a comment that I think is very true here about Fortnite is a game that rewards cowardice. Technically, he just straight up said that Fortnite is a game for cowards, because rather than you're being shot at, take the fight to the enemy. You're being shot at. Turtle. Turtle hard. Turtle fast. Turtle power. God, I don't even like using the term turtle power. TMNT is better than this. But yes, because it's not... Criticize bush campers, criticize campers in general. What do you think you're doing when you build a fort? You're not being super brave, perhaps you're showing a level of skill. Sure, I'll grant you that. But you're not being super brave. You're turtling! You're camping! You're literally building a camp! Now they got caught by the other guy. But yeah, how is towering not camping? You're stationary, you're reinforcing a position, and yet campers get all the trash talk. For real? There's another reason I don't like to look at the double standard there. How is that not camping? It's not stealthy. Doesn't mean it's not camping. Not every camp is a guy in a corner in a shadow. Sometimes it's a guy with a great vantage point. Sometimes it's a guy with camping a spawn for a weapon or something. I mean, camping is camping. And Fortnite is built for camping. The whole build mechanic is constructed for the purpose. I'm just using a tactic that they're not. Actual stealth. And there's my next elim. So I rush, because it's like, he's going to figure out where I am, and I don't have zone anyway. Now, here's where the fast building saves me. Literally just a panic, you know, dodge that bullet. So yeah, this is, and roof. Yep, knew it was coming each and every single frickin' time. Just spamming rockets. Yeah, I like spiral building around these sweat towers because they never expect it. And it's difficult for them to keep track of you while they're spiraling around trying to ramp up while you're spiraling around them. It gets really disorienting. It's the whole reason I do it. I've got that gold pump, but I just couldn't get a frickin' shot off. At least not one that connected. So that was a decent hit. You can tell this guy's way sweatier than I am. Didn't do him any favors in the end. Once again, I notice these fast builders ain't so good with the shooting. They really aren't. No wonder they play this game. Now this was an edit that killed him. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you'll watch other videos that I've done. And I hope you're all staying happy and healthy out there and fairly well. And as postscript, what happened there was he launched the rocket on a structure that was collapsing underneath him, and I had more health than he did. Game over, son!